So, question was asked about how to screencast your classes. I know we have Google Meets, and I've heard that's kind of glitchy sometimes. Um, you got to deal with microphone issues, which can be good. Also, from what I've heard, we can only get 30 people in Google Meets. So, like for me, that means I'd have to meet with all five classes separately, which I don't mind doing, but that's setting up that for all five classes is going to be a pain in the butt. What I used to do this the other day was actually YouTube. YouTube has a live streaming. Kids have access to it. So I'm going to show you how to set up a live stream YouTube, and I'll talk about the pros and cons of doing that as well. So I've just gone into YouTube here. You can see my screen there. And you're going to go up to this little create video and more. And when you click on that, this is where you would upload a video if you had created a video already. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to go live. So I'm going to click the go live. And that's going to bring you to the screen in which you're able to live post everything. By the way, I'm doing this video on Screencastify. That's how you can see my face. All of this stuff, the video here and this stuff here, that won't show up on your thing. So create a title. I'm going to just create a how to stream. Okay. Now, public. If you make it public, it's going to show up on everybody's YouTube idea. If they type in your name, it's going to show up. So I don't really make it public just because I'm going to have kids chatting on there, and I don't, for their privacy, I don't want that up. So I usually do it unlisted. That way no one can get to it unless you give them a link. So I make it unlisted. If you want to schedule it for later, you can schedule times. Like I've already got a couple set up, one for Friday morning, one for Monday morning, to answer questions on some of the assignments. So you can set up a time for whatever time you want, day and time here. That's pretty simple. Audience. Now, I do know it's not made for kids. Here's the reason. If you do, yes, it's made for kids, you lose the ability for them to chat with you. So I do know it's not made for kids. That gives them the ability to chat on the side of the screen. Age restriction, I don't really do any of that. There are other options, which cameras you want to use. Like right now, I would be using this camera here is the camera that's the Chromebook camera and the internal mic. I also have my document cam. It's not plugged in right now, but when I do this with my students, I use my document cam. Reason being, here's the downside to using the YouTube. It doesn't have a screen share option. So if you're using YouTube to screencast, you're really just talking me and you. Okay, what you're seeing on a video screen, like you see in this little box here, is exactly what the students would see. Okay, that's the downside. That's why I use my document camera, because then I can actually turn the document camera around and put it on a piece of paper. So that's the pros and cons. Right now I'm using Screencastify, which is why you're able to see the screen, but it doesn't give a live stream. It's only a video recording of it. So once you've got all that set up, you go to next. It gives a picture. It's asking you to take a picture. Smile. And it takes a picture. So now you've got a picture for your screen. You can change that if you want to do something else. I'll usually go to upload a custom, and I've got some pictures saved on my Google Drive that I make up there so you don't get this dorky look. Or you could leave the dorky look. That's fine too. And then once you're all set, share. This is important. I click this link and I take that and put it into an assignment. So I'm going to fake that right now. So I would copy this link, Control C copies. So I've copied the link, and then I would go to my classroom page, and just like I'm going to create, I'd create an assignment, whatever I'm going to name it, information, and then in add, I'd add a link, and Control V will post that link in there. Now that's there. So when I give this assignment to the kids, they can click on this and it'll take them to that live stream. When you want to go live, you just click on go live and it goes live for you. Okay. I schedule it. So when you're scheduling it, let's go to YouTube Studio. So to go to YouTube Studio, I'm going to go back out of YouTube real quick. In fact, you know what? Yeah, let's keep that there. If I go into YouTube again, Do 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 do. All right, so you all have YouTube channels, and if you click on your little name or your little icon up there, you can go to your channel here. Go to your channel, and this is where you've got everything. Your videos are here, everything you've had. Notice that over here is YouTube Studio. So if I go to YouTube Studio, this is where you're able to actually edit your videos with the minimal editing tools they have. On the left-hand side here, I go to videos. And you've got your uploaded videos, all the stuff I've done. I've also got live videos. So here we can see in mine, you can see I've already got my 2 sessions set up. This is Friday's session. This is Monday's session that I'm going to be doing with my students. And in the upcoming how to stream, if you click on that, oops, I went the wrong way. Let's go back. Beep. If I click on this, I can go here. Let's see, view in control room. So control room, once I go to there, that takes me right back to where I was before with all the video stuff. And it's kind of, I think it's because, there we go. And now you're able to go live. So the control room is what you're in this particular place here. So if I schedule this, I click control room, I go live, and I'm good to go. So again, you do that from your YouTube Studio, which you can find at your YouTube site. Okay, and like I said, every one of us has a YouTube channel. Okay, so once you've got all that set up, then you can live stream. I'm not going to necessarily do a live stream because from there on out, it's basically a larger version of what I'm doing here. It does get, you know what, why not? Let's go live. Let's see what happens. Okay, so when you go live, you're not going to see a whole lot of stuff here. There we are. You're live. Yay. In fact, I'm going to knock this video out so that you can see me on the... So this is live YouTube. Over here is where you get your chat, okay? Participants, you can have that. You can pop out the chat, which I found actually worked because I did this one time with my students and my chat screen on the side of the screen here froze up. So I had to pop it out and then it was working fine. I just made the screen a little smaller. The problem is you don't know who's actually watching until they actually say something. So I have all my students, you know, sign in by saying hello to me or something. Even though you'll see how many people are watching, you won't know who's there until they sign in. You also don't know who stays. So there's nothing wrong with the student popping in and then leaving and saying, but I showed up for your class. Some of it, it's on them, okay? But this is a way to easily do that. You won't hear students, you won't see students. It's just a chat stream. So this is how they can ask questions, which is what you would want to do in the Google Meets anyway. You don't want all your students talking at one time. We kind of deal with that on a regular basis, but it's a little harder to control in something like this. So yeah, you're going to want them using the chat, even if you're using Google Meets. Once you're all done, you click End Stream, and you're done. It closes it out. Now, the other good thing that YouTube does that we haven't accessed yet on Google Meet is that YouTube will now save this as a video. So if a kid wants to go back and look at it, they can. They just click on that same link that they used to get into this. Okay, so there it is. There's how I used YouTube to do a streaming. It worked pretty well. I say if you want to try it once without an assignment. Just send out a message to have kids log on at a certain time and chat with them. You know, I did it the other day. I did it, I think it was Tuesday. I did it and I just chatted with them for about a half hour or so. And it was good. They enjoyed it. They actually asked some good questions about what's going on in the world here. So, but it was also good to see that we're connected to them. So again, you cannot require this as of right now. And how to keep attendance on something like this would be very difficult, whereas in Google Meet, you could totally keep attendance easily. So there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.